Hi friends, Rotary District 3141 is one of the premier Rotary districts around the world, doing amazing work for the community. Rotary Year 2021 is a vision year with District Governor Sunil Mehra at the helm of affairs, wherein many new initiatives have been introduced to create a difference and make Rotary seen. There's a Givers Gain project to generate funds out of waste, which will be used to fund Rotary Foundation for various humanitarian projects. Under the Over is another initiative to beautify Mumbai and create utility spaces below all flyovers. Lots of efforts are also going on towards literacy, malnutrition, youth, health, sanitation, and other verticals. Viz Biz Talks is one more initiative, a novel concept and vision here, with an ideology to support Rotarians to support Rotary. Viz Biz Talks is also to create more bonding and proximity amongst Rotarians on personal, Rotary, and professional fronts. In these interviews, we speak to visionary Rotarians who, by virtue of the selfless work towards the community, have reached important decisive positions, and their actions today will help Rotary to serve more and make a difference in the community. I am Dr. Manish Motwani, a bariatric surgeon, that's a weight loss surgeon, and also the Chief Coordinator for Rotary District 3141 in the year 2021. And I'll be your host on the Viz Biz Talks. Friends, we have a very special guest today. A Rotarian with more than 2 decades of Rotary experience. A Rotarian from one of the premium Rotary clubs in District 3141. Yes, friends, I'm talking about Rotarian PANKAJ TANNA from Rotary Club of Bombay, Worli. He has been in the business of oil field supplies with a special focus on supply of industrial gases and marine lubricants. He dabbles quite a bit in the stock markets, which has been very kind to him and to whom he owes a lot of his comfort and carefree attitude. He went on to become the club president in 2010-11. His passion is and always been thalassemia awareness. Since 2009, he has conducted over 1,000 class-to-class lectures on thalassemia across a large number of colleges from Virar to Mulund and done over 40,000 thalassemia screenings. That's a lot, friends. Let me present before you this Rotarian who adds value to every project he participates in, Rotarian PANKAJ TANNA. Hi Pankaj, how are you?
Yeah, it's
Hi Pankaj, it's a pleasure to have you with us.
it's mutual. It's honored to be here today.
Thank you so much, Pankaj. Pankaj, we've been working since such a long time. We've been working together. We have been part of many blood donation camps, and you know this has been your passion all throughout, that you want to do this for a cause. And before we move ahead to any other question, I want to know, why did you get attracted to this cause of thalassemia?
It's funny. I mean, I had no idea what thalassemia was. I was a secretary in 2008-9, and thalassemia was one of the thrust projects. So we decided to do a project on thalassemia. So my aunt, who's very focused, she says, Pankaj, if you're going to do just one camp, don't waste my time. If you promise that you're going to take it up on a large scale basis, I'll help you run a few camps. And it's only then that I realized that what really a thalassemic patient goes through. And I felt Rotary, with its large force of Rotarians, can definitely impact society and create awareness and ensure that thalassemic children are not born. And from then onwards, I've been working on it because I feel Rotary can make an impact in that area. It doesn't cost very much. It needs a little dedication and time, and I had both. So that's
fantastic, Pankaj. Thanks to your aunt, and possibly even thanks to past District Governor Bansi Durandar, in whose year probably this project took off well, and today it's reached some unassuming proportions. And you are one of the persons responsible to keep on that spirit of thalassemia awareness in the district, because you are known as a thalassemia man. So I was just wondering whether there is a personal history attached to it also. Now, Pankaj, coming to your, we work together so much, but we would like to know something more about you on the personal front, about you and your family.
Well, I have a small family. I've got my wife and I've got one son. As a Tanna family, we are very small. My father had only one brother. So there are not very many Tannas around. My mother's brother, who is also a Rotarian, is Pratap Chande from Mumbai, Sion. So he's like a brother to me. So that's basically my small family. Uh, Nothing very large. And my son is a graduate. He's finished his course in advertising. He's working as an advertising executive in one of these startup companies. My wife is a housewife. She enjoys looking after us, and she has a little passion for cooking, and especially in the area of chocolates and anything pertaining to chocolates.
So I could think that she has a passion of cooking and you have a passion of eating. It goes well with each other.
Yes, it's a good dichotomy.
So you all are complementing each other a lot.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Pankaj, coming to your work, your business, let us know something more about your business.
Well, presently, as far as business is concerned, I am taking a backseat. I have probably taken a retirement, so to say, from active business, and now I'm just consolidating and looking after what little I have or whatever I have. And I dabble a lot in stocks and investments and keep my fires burning, so to say.
Okay.
And it enables me to, sit back and do whatever little I can.
Great. So probably you are one of those very learned stock market guys who knows what and when has to be done, and possibly this is the golden period for you too, because this is the time.
That's putting it very this thing. No, I manage. Dana pani nikal aata and things go on. And no complaints. And in fact, as you introduced, I am thankful to the stock market for the comfort I am in today.
So भगवान करे बहुत सारे रोटेरियंस का आपके जैसे ही दाना पानी निकले तो भी चलेगा.
Absolutely.
So now, Pankaj, coming to your avenue for the coming year, you are the district project director. That means you are in charge of the avenue for the entire district project director. And I would like you to tell us something more about the avenue that you are in, that you're going to head for the district, and what are your plans for 2021?
Well, our avenue is called Medical One. It's more in terms of the areas that we would be working on are stroke, thalassemia, blood donation, platelet donations, CPR, and rubella and dialysis. So kidney care. So I would probably believe this is, as Rotarians, we need to probably create awareness amongst ourselves first. Only we are aware can we create awareness in society. So unless we know something about thalassemia, unless we know something about stroke, unless we know something about rubella, how are we, or CPR, or kidney care or dialysis, how are we going to go out and do projects? So I believe that the first persons we need to work on is the Rotarian himself. So we need to focus on creating awareness amongst the Rotarians and about all these areas. So unless they are aware, unless they realize the importance, they are not going to be able to work on it. Had I not understood the problems that a thalassemia major goes through, I would never have worked 12 years. I have nothing to do. I have no family connected with or affected by thalassemia. But I realized that, yes, this is something that needs to be done. Stroke. How many people are aware of that it's the largest creator of disability in the world? It's amazing how little we know about it. And it's the second largest or the third largest killer disease. So this is what we need to convey to our Rotarian. See, what we focus on is we want to do good for society. But I believe first we need to create awareness. We need to help ourselves, and then we go out to help people. So that's our focus as our team, I've been requesting all my members, all my colleagues in our team, that we need to first focus on creating awareness amongst the clubs. If we get the clubs to be aware, I think we have done our jobs. So that needs to be the focus.
That's a good thought process, and I feel that till the time I'm not confident about something, how can I promote that? So yes, training the Rotarians and creating awareness amongst them can be a primary thing. At the same time, there are various other things like blood donation drives. I know that at this point of time, blood donation drives are not happening, but there are places where they are still happening because this is a time when there is acute shortage of blood. And can we do something during these times for blood donation?
Yeah, before we go on to what we can do today for blood donation, what I would like to probably emphasize is that we as Rotary have thrust areas. So I believe blood donation should be a permanent thrust area every year. I mean, a district governor has various thrust areas, kabhi water hai, kabhi diabetes hai, kabhi kuch hai. But I believe blood donation should be the primary every year thrust area of every district governor for years to come. The simple reason is that we need blood all the time, and I think once somebody donates blood, he has a sort of empathy for everybody. So we need that going. So like we have every Rotarian every year giving money to the foundation, we need to say, have you donated blood this year? You know, that needs to be the focus. At every point of time, we need to get it across. And it's a program that will take 3 to 4 years or 5 years to really get going. But unless we start, it's never going to happen. So I believe very strongly that we need to have this emphasis on blood donation. That every Rotarian, and we need to start with the Rotractors. Just incidentally, I'll tell you, I've been working at colleges. NSS, which is like the Rotract of the government, they run blood donation drives at every college twice a year. I believe that Rotractors should do the same. I mean, as Rotary, we need to guide them and we need to emphasize on this. So we need to start small. We need to start them at the Rotract level. So, and we are all planning that Rotractor should become Rotarians. So if he has donated at Rotract level, he's going to be a donor for life. So, I mean, that is something that needs to be really harped on. So I think that is a message I really wish to pass through to, you know, anybody who is going to come and sit in the hot seat of the governor.
Okay. No, definitely. This is a very lovely point, and I'll bounce this with the District Governor Sunil Mehra to ensure that something like this can happen. And if we can try to enforce, we can try to promote as well and let more members know about it, that we want to see that more and more people donate blood, not once or twice, but the camps, or the person might not be able to donate more than once in 3 months or 4 months. But the club can keep doing blood donation camps every 1 or 2 or 3 months, so that more number of people will be approached and more number of blood donations can happen. Very noble thought.
We should instill a sense of pride in donation. You know, just like we say, we've got 100 PHS members this year. I mean, say 100 members have committed to donate blood every year, you know, or at least once a year. I mean, that...
it's still not too late. I will speak to Governor, and I'll see that if we
I'm not saying specifically for this year. It's just something we need to...
Pankaj, it has to start somewhere, right?
Yes, exactly.
This year, if it is in our position to try to do something so that it can set an example, I don't think so. We should not go away from it. So it's not the question of this year or that year, but it has to start in some year. So I propose that I can speak to the governor that why not do it this year, and then we can also have some badges for them or stickers which they can wear at the district conferences, saying that I have donated blood. Have you? Something like this,
right.
And promote it. It can go a long way. Definitely, it was a pleasure speaking to you, Pankaj. You have really shown up certain ideas. You have come up with something great. We will be speaking to Governor about it. I'll arrange a meeting between you and Governor Sunil Mehra, and let's see how we can take this ahead. Till that time, there are certain gurdwaras and other places where even by keeping social distancing, we can still do blood donations. And I have personally spoken to the head of gurdwaras for entire Mumbai, and they are very keen to participate and be with us in this project. I will get you connected to him. Let's see how we can go about with it. Having social distancing and yet getting blood donation done. If it is possible, we should go ahead and do it. So,
yes. No, blood donation. Yeah.
please try to work
I'll
out
just
all the particulars, whether at this point of time, can blood donation go on? If it can go on, are there any special tests to be done? Which are the organizations that can do it? So I will try to help you with the target places where we can do it and how to promote it. Whereas you can do is try to find out the organizations who will do it for us. So let's join hands, we'll do it, and we'll try to create a worthy project out of it.
great, great.
Thank you, Pankaj. Thank you so much for your presence on this talk show. It has been a revelation. There is so much we got to know about you, your family, and so much about the type of projects you're doing, how you got inspired to do this, or how you were forced to do it. And now it has become a passion for you. Thank you so much for your presence here. And it was an absolute pleasure for me to have you on this show.
Oh, thanks. Thank you, Manish. I mean, I was a little hesitant, but thanks a lot for helping me overcome my hesitancy. And my pleasure. Thank you.